And that was all the people that were reporting that Sean was harassing them. They all reported earlier today. Also, I've gathered all of the signatures from them asking for his immediate resignation.
I really don't believe it, still, that this piece of work was working here, in our offices. I understand now the severity of the situation. Thank you for reporting everything back to me and getting me up to speed with everything.
Yes, sir, of course. There are some people who are still saying that they haven't been compensated for any of the money that was scammed. Apparently, there were several female employees that were also being sexually harassed. He was also caught yelling obscenities towards many of them.
I'm so sorry about all of this. If only I was more alert and aware of what was going on in my office.
You were overseas taking care of business, sir. It's not going to be easy or even realistic for you to have complete oversight of our office. It really can't be helped at all. To add to all of that, I was the one that hired him while I was working as interim president while you were away. I'm also responsible for hiring him, so it's not only your fault or responsibility. He was actually the son of Howard and Sons Incorporated, so it kinda helps him out, if you understand, sir.
Ah, so he basically had connections higher up, I understand. Yes, sir. At the time, Howard and Sons was one of our big-time clients, so I couldn't really turn that down.
I mean, they're out of business now, so I guess none of it really matters at all, but...
I see, so they went out of business, but Sean, who used those connections, ended up staying in our workplace. Now it all kind of makes sense.
I am so sorry, sir. It was my fault and it is my responsibility, considering I hired him and I was unable to realize what kind of person he was behind the scenes in the office.
You may have been acting president at the time, but I'm the president of the company, no matter how you put it. I was definitely responsible for letting my own employees work in an environment that they were clearly uncomfortable in. There were also employees that have taken off as a result of this, right?
Yes, sir. The reason that I started gathering these signatures in the office was because those employees started saying that they needed to take a break from the workplace. They are currently going to counseling and recovering at home. If possible, it would be nice for you to show up and tell the employees that you're with us and on our side.
Of course, I'll be sure to swing by and talk to everyone about all of this. It's Sean from sales and marketing, right? I'll be sure to take care of it as soon as I'm able to. I'm already sending out some emails. I'm not sure I'll be able to fire him immediately, but I'll be sure to make as many arrangements as I can to make things right.
Yes, sir, we would all greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for your swift response. However, right now, I would really like you to focus on your business meeting today with Johnson's Industrial. Don't worry too much about our situation, as you've done everything you can do about it at the moment.
Yeah, of course. I can't miss this appointment with them. This is a huge deal for us. You already contacted the bar, right? That we would be going there?
Yes, sir. I've let them know that you'll be arriving with the Johnson's Industrial people at around 7 p.m. I've reserved the VIP seats for you.
Thank you so much for taking care of everything for me, John. This company is doing as good as it is because you are around to take care of everything. None of this would be possible without you. I really want to thank you for everything you've done for me and the company while I was away and you were acting president.
Don't mention it, sir. I only did what I could as your right-hand man. Anyways, sir, good luck tonight and Godspeed. I'm sure you'll do great things, sir.
Yeah, leave it to me. I got this.
Hey, you! Don't be ignoring me, you little piece of shit. I'm literally talking to you right now. You better answer.
To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Whom do you have the pleasure of speaking to? Do you seriously not know who the hell you're talking to right now? You're just some low-life sales rep.
Low-life sales rep? Oh, are you someone from Johnson's Industrial, or am I mistaken?
What? Who or what the hell is Johnson's Industrial? Don't bring up that shitty trash company that no one's ever heard of, moron. You're just some low-life sales rep. You don't even remember what I look like? What the hell is wrong with you, you stupid or something?
I think that you are mistaking me for someone else. Positive, actually.
What, you trying to make excuses like that? You always do this kind of crap? You must be a shitty employee who always runs away from his responsibilities and is useless, huh? Doesn't contribute anything to the company? I mean, you work at a literal factory, so I'm sure there's not much brain activity going on there.
Like I said earlier, sir, I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
You're some shitty sales rep, right? You better take care of all the bills for me.
Excuse me, what do you mean?
This is part of our arrangement. I'm your client. You need to make sure that you make the client get the best treatment possible, right? I mean, I have enough money to pay for everyone in this bar right now, and I'm still gonna have plenty of change left over for the night, but today is supposed to be a special day where the shitty sales reps will pick up the tab, so I'm going to be partying all night, baby. Let's go!
Excuse me, but I'm not able to do that kind of service for you. I really don't do that kind of thing of business trips. Actually, I really need to bring the whole thing back to the fact that I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
How long are you gonna be lying through your teeth like that? No one believes your lies. Come on, you need to drink up too. You're gonna be paying anyway, so if you don't drink, you're gonna be missing out on a great time.
No, I'm not gonna be paying for anything, and I don't need to drink either. No, thank you. I didn't come here to play around, I'm here for business only.
This is a high-class bar. It's literally where you're supposed to drink a lot. I feel like you're not supposed to be here anyway. You're just some shitty sales rep. Wait, hang on, did you get lost or something? You weren't even supposed to be here, were you?
You're starting to get on my...
Let me just tell you, I really don't know how someone who hasn't worked hard a single day in his life found a job. And somehow you end up in this place where only the real and elite adults come to hang out. You don't belong here. Let me explain something to you. This is a high-class bar, and only the most elite of the elites are able to come here to hang out. I need you to pay for the damages for having trash like you show up in a high-class place like this.
How much of an asshole can this guy be? Who even is this person? How'd he get my number? I'm gonna have to leave now because my business partners will be arriving soon to talk about our future business together. Excuse me.
You better pick up my tab.
Excuse me, what the hell are you thinking?
No, what the hell are you thinking? Why the hell are you in the VIP seats? This is not a place where shitty sales reps like you are able to sit in. Do you understand? It's reserved for the classiest and elite members of society.
This has nothing to do with you, does it? I'm working here. I'm having business meetings right now. Please stop getting between us and interrupting our meetings right now.
I see. You gotta work hard because you're just some low-life sales rep, right? Good luck, idiot. The guy you were talking to, that old idiot, he looked pretty poor and low, too. What is this, some kind of connection between terrible company A and terrible company B? What a shitty combo.
What? That elderly gentleman is the key person of Johnson's Industrial.
Oh my god, stop bringing up that stupid company's name. I don't know about it. You really need to rethink your priorities too. You need to be talking business with me and not that old guy.
I really don't know what you're talking about or who you are. What is your name again?
Oh my god, you really don't remember, do you? I'm one of your clients that brings you massive amounts of business. I'm from N&S Securities. My name's Sean.
Sean from N&N Securities. Wait a second. Are you from the sales and marketing department? That's Sean?
Yeah, I'm from sales and marketing. You finally remember who you're talking to? The other day I went to a factory to check out what that was, and I saw you walking around with a dinky little helmet, working. I even said hello to you. I was with the manager at the time though, so I guess I was treating you with so much respect.
You're Sean, I see. Now I'm really understanding why people are starting to take off work. If this piece of shit was working in my office, I'd want to take off too.
What the hell are you talking about right now? You're just a low-life sales rep, so you better start talking to me with some respect, you understand? Oh man, I'm so lucky to stumble into one of you low-life employees though. This could have been so annoying if you weren't around. You better spend the company money that I spent this time around as part of our business meeting. I think the tab is at around $5,000 right now.
Are you telling me all this while knowing who I am? I'm literally the president of your company.
Hang on, what?
Just so you know, Sean, I think that you've made a very, very, very grave mistake. And this was one mistake you'll remember for the rest of your life. I'm the president and acting CEO of the company that you are currently employed at.
What? You're the president of N&N Securities? Great joke, idiot. You must be high or drunk, maybe both. There's not a chance in hell that you're the CEO. The name of the CEO at our company here at N&S Securities is a guy called John, not David.
John was looking after the company as interim president. You know, while I was away overseas for 2 years because I had work.
What? The interim president? Oh, wait, I think I remember hearing about something like that. Hang on.
If you want, you can contact John and check up on it. I'll be waiting here while you do that. Ask him about the business meeting that I'm conducting industrial at this bar that we are currently at right now. He knows all about it. You can even check our homepage. Have you ever even opened our company webpage? If you go to the corporate introductions page, you'll see my face and my title listed as the president of the company.
Oh shit, it's true! So, you're seriously the president of our company? You're not lying at all?
I've been saying that I am for the past hour. Are you deaf?
I'm so sorry, sir. I really did just make an honest mistake. Please forgive me. I just didn't know that you were the CEO of our company. If only I had just known.
Yeah, the problem here isn't that I'm the CEO and you didn't know about it. It was your shitty attitude.
No, sir. I really, I thought that you were some low-life employee that worked at the factory. Can you please tell me why you, the president, was at the factory where all the low-level employees worked?
First off, I don't think that they're low-level employees. They're key players in a functioning company. They're all equally important for this company to run smoothly and operate with no hiccups at all. We're all what you might call a team. That would explain why I was at the factory to help out and check up on things. And why I would help when I could.
Seriously? No way, it's totally a trap. It's entrapment. If you're wearing a helmet and the uniform while working at the factory, I'm gonna think that you're a factory worker and not corporate.
Like I said a second ago, even if I were a factory worker or a sales rep, your actions and language are the problem. None of what you said was acceptable or will be tolerated.
What? Hang on a second. Are you going to fire me? You're not gonna terminate my contract, are you? Wait, hang on a second. This all happened outside the company hours, right? This wasn't while we were working. While I'm working at the office, I would never act or behave this way like I did a second ago. I'm able to really distinguish leisure from professional workplace.
So in other words, you want me to forgive you because we aren't working right now, And that you're off the clock.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It wouldn't make sense or be fair at all that you're firing me for what happened outside the workplace, right?
Yeah, I guess, but I told you a second ago too. I'm currently at a business meeting with a very, very important client of ours at the moment. In other words, I'm currently working right now. I'm on the clock. This whole thing, it happened while I was on the clock.
No, I mean, maybe you're on the clock, but I'm not.
To make things worse, you were pretty damned rude to our guests, were you not? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about either. Right now, we're working on projects that will be moving around tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. That's how big this is. And in order for all of this money to flow right into our pockets, I need the cooperation from Johnson's Industrial. I need them to be on our side.
I see. I didn't know that, sir. I really hope it all works out for you tonight.
I really hope that it all works out for me tonight. Excuse me, you realize that the clients have been complaining to me ever since they interacted with you. They're telling me that they've had one of the worst nights of their lives thanks to you.
But...
Of course having a terrible time. You just show up out of nowhere and start spewing crap like, look at these shitty companies working together, how adorable. They're going to go back now instead of finishing our business meeting because they have been insulted and are upset. I don't even know if they're going to sign the contract with us anymore. I want to be able to explain to them that some random drunk person started talking to us out of the blue, but unfortunately, you're definitely one of ours. I really can't be making up any kind of excuses for your actions at all. You've really screwed us over on this one. This is a royal screw-up on your end. You think you're just going to get fired? You better be ready for a lawsuit, buddy, because we're coming for damages and then some.
No, wait, just hang on a second, sir. Don't get too rash on me. This was all kind of an accident, you know? I wasn't really being intentional, and it all just kind of happened. If I had known that this was our company's greatest project being worked on tonight, I never would have intervened or tried to get between you two. I don't even know about that company. What was the name again? Jason's Industrial or something?
It's literally the greatest and biggest company in the industrial scene. What the hell are you doing at work that allows you to somehow work without knowing who these gentlemen are and what company they work for? I'm done with this. I don't see how you're remorseful at all for any of your actions. You're fired!
Hang on just a second, sir. I've worked really hard and diligently at work. I'm being serious. Tonight, I just kind of let things go a bit too far because I had too much to drink and,
You're a hard worker, huh? You're diligent. You're telling the truth and being honest about all of that, right?
Of course I'm being honest and all of that. I'm seriously a career-oriented workaholic. I work hard every day that I show up in the office.
Okay, take a look at this and explain to me what's going on.
Wait, what is this? I don't...
This is a whole list of employees at the sales department of our company that are claiming that they have received harassment and other unacceptable behavior from you. They're all signing this form that is asking for your immediate termination from this company. Every single person who works in our sales and accounting department has signed this document.
What? Every single person? You gotta be making all this up, right?
Do you really think that someone who works hard every day they show up at work would have every single co-worker in their department sign a document that is asking for his resignation? All of the employees are considering bringing you to court to try to get you to pay for all of the damages that you have done to them.
What? But, I mean, come on! Sometimes you really gotta tighten the leash on these guys to teach them a lesson. You just can't be nice and kind to all of them.
So forcing female employees to go on dates with you is somehow teaching them a lesson. Explain that to me. You really need to stop coming up with shitty excuses. Cut the shit and start being real with me, Sean. There are people who have become mentally ill because of what you've done to them, do you understand? They've stopped coming to work because of you.
That's just because they're all too weak. That's not my fault at all.
I'm over this. We have already figured out how we're going to sue you for a lot of damages and compensation for all of the money you cost us. You're also going to be fired for sure. Right now, though, you need to be thinking about what you're going to do about this store.
What? What are you talking about, the store, sir?
You know, the $5,000 that you spent thinking that you would be able to make me pay for your tab. That's a little problem. You're going to be paying for it on your own, just so we're clear. I'm not going to be helping you, and you're not going to be able to use the company card.
No! I don't have $5,000, though. That's so much money!
Okay, then use your credit card or something. I don't care, but just take care of it on your own. Maybe you don't know this, but we actually own this bar. You will be paying for your tab tonight, one way or another.
But...
Also, there are quite a few customers who were irritated or otherwise insulted by your presence and behavior. What do you say, Sean? How about you pick up the tab for everyone as a sorry for starters, huh? That'd be really helping everyone out and making things right.
What? But I don't have that much money! How am I supposed to pick up the tab for everyone?
Why not? You literally told me a second ago, though. You said that you could pay for everyone in this bar and still have a lot of money left over. Sean was then blamed for everything that was going on in the bar that was considered rude and promised to pay for everyone in the bar. The tab cost him upwards of $50K, and he was forced to go to a nearby ATM to pull out his entire life savings to pay for everyone in the bar. It was a great thing that he did that, and it was definitely a gutsy move, but it has nothing to do with his job. I fired him, just like I said I would, and sued him for all of the damages that he had caused because of his behavior at the club, along with all of the employees who were unable to show up to work because of his behavior. To add to that and make things worse, all of the employees filed a class action lawsuit against him for everything that he had done to them. He was forced to pay over $200K, so he had to take out loans to pay all of that off. He would be in debt for a while. News of this debacle quickly spread across the whole industry. It would be very difficult for him to find another job, so he ran away to his parents' home for a while. But because his parents' company had already gone under, like I said before, he wouldn't be able to just stay in their house. The ex-CEO of his family company actually chased him out of the house. He wasn't able to do anything about it and had to leave. Right now, he is running away from all of the loan and debt collectors while trying to find jobs to pay them off. After Sean left, the sales and accounting department at work was able to finally work in peace again with a nice workplace environment. All of the employees who were taking off work were able to come back to the office after several months of counseling and R&R. Currently, every single employee is working peacefully toward a better tomorrow. Oh, and just to be clear, Johnson's Industrial decided on a later day that they would be alright to go through with the deal and sign the contract with N&N Securities. They are working hand in hand with the right-hand man John to make things go smoothly and do great things. What the hell, man? What are you thinking? You really thought that was funny? You totally spilled that water on me on purpose, right? You didn't do that on accident at all. Why the hell would you do that to me at my welcoming party? Did I do something to offend you or something?
What? I don't know what in the world you're talking about, John. I think you're just victimizing yourself. But if you think that you're being disliked, maybe you should really think deep down and ask yourself why someone would really dislike you. I mean, honestly, you call yourself a working-class adult, right? You should be able to figure out why someone wouldn't like you.
No, I really can't think of anything at all. Why don't you go ahead and lie to me, Scott?
See, you always want someone to tell you instead of just trying to figure it out by yourself. You're such a spoiled little brat. You realize that is one of the most characteristic traits of someone who's totally useless at work, right? If you're not someone that we could use at work, why don't you just quit the company for everyone, huh? Myself included.
What do you mean I'm useless? I haven't even had a chance to prove myself at all because I haven't started working yet. It's a company, and I understand, accept even, that we will be judged based on the amount and quality of work that we do. I'm not disagreeing with you there. However, I don't really like that you're judging me when I haven't even had the chance to do any work at all. It's actually extremely offensive, and I want you to cut it out.
Yap. You just talk way too much, man. You realize the situation you're in and who you're talking to, right? Do you understand that you're someone who doesn't seem to catch what people are thinking without them explicitly telling you? And when you start talking, everyone around you gets real tired of listening to your yapping and start getting real woozy and sleepy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how any of that or how entertaining I am has to do with how good I am at working.
I don't even like how you're so calm either. Don't you have emotions? Come on, man. You're just a high school graduate who looks down on the people around you. Seriously, you better stop looking down on people like that because some of us are actually educated unlike you.
Ah, high school graduate. That's what you were talking to me about. So you really care about my education, huh? Is that why you don't like me working at this company? Because I haven't even gone to college and I'm working at the same company as you?
This company's not a place where someone of your low educational background should be working. This is a place reserved for the highest working class men. You do know about this company, right? You can't be that stupid to where you don't even know where you're working. This company is one of the top of the food chain corporations that people want to work at as soon as they leave college. It's the best place you could work in the contiguous United States, you understand?
Yes, of course I'm aware of that. I did apply here and get the job, and I'm still failing to see how this is relevant to what you said before.
I've graduated top of the class in one of the most top-of-the-line colleges in the States. Do you understand how many other graduates I had to beat out to get this position? I think you should be able to connect the dots. You're not the kind of person that should be working in this company. Let me guess. You used some kind of dirty tactic to get in, right? Maybe you paid off the right people or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure that this company is the kind of company that some dirty high school graduate will be able to pay off the right person to get into, right? Or is that all you think about this company?
Stop being such a smartass, John. You know what I mean. Just you watch, smart boy. I'm gonna make sure to expose you to everyone so they know the dirty tricks you played to get into this company.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to see you go for it, Scott. Good luck.
Vice President, sir? I'm just checking in on things and seeing how well they're going over there with Scott. Are things going well?
Honestly, it's worse than I'd anticipated. I can't believe that someone that bad was in the department. How did he get into this company? However, just because of how rude he was, doesn't mean that he's the kind of person to be embezzling company money. I need to make sure about this because it's a serious accusation. Based on how he is behaving and what he's saying, he does seem to really care about the company. He seems to have a tremendous amount of respect for the company itself as well, but...
No, sir. I believe that you're mistaken in that point. He doesn't have a tremendous amount of respect for the company. He has a tremendous amount of respect for the amount of respect and status that being employed here brings him. I've actually caught wind that he's in the market right now for a new job as well. I don't know how true this is, but I don't think we could put it past him. I think he's getting tired of working here as a regular employee with no actual managerial position. He thrives off of control and ownership, so he should be wanting more soon.
I see. So he's using the company name to bring up some level of status and respect to himself, huh? Such a dirty and lame way of doing things.
Yes, sir. He does seem to want to get promoted more so than anyone else, and he's got more pride than you can imagine. If anything, I think he's probably annoyed with the company and how much they haven't already promoted him to the position he deserves. He's been going around to a lot of nightclubs, handing out his business card and bragging to a bunch of girls as well, so I really think he's just doing this for as long as it works out in his favor.
Nightclubs?
Yes, sir. He goes out every night to go bar hopping and spends the night in a nightclub before going home or coming to work. Apparently, there's a girl that works at a certain nightclub called Rachel that he has really taken a liking to. I spoke to one of his subordinates about his little habit that he likes to brag about. He claims that Scott more than likely has been spending over $150,000 on her with ease. Lord knows he likes to brag about how much money he has.
I see. So there's plenty of motive there for him to want to embezzle company money to use for her.
I mean, I can't say for sure that that's the case, but I think that he's definitely suspect number one on the short list of names that might have stolen from the company.
Alright, I'll go ahead and keep digging then. Thank you for all your hard work, Gary. You're really helping me out.
Yes, sir, thank you. We're definitely counting on you, but I'm really not sure if you needed to go into the field to find out for yourself, sir. You could have asked one of us to go for you.
He doesn't know what I look like. He really believes that I'm just a new employee that recently joined the company. I want to keep this up because it's very easy for me to play the role to fool him. Apparently, he doesn't seem to like me at all, but I think that if I keep this thing going, he'll screw up and show or tell us something that he really should keep to himself. I think that I'm the perfect person to be trying to extract information from him.
Okay, sir. However, I'm not sure how to put this, but I feel like maybe you're a little too straight-edged to be conducting a corporate espionage. Maybe we need someone who's more willing to lie?
What do you mean straight-edged?
Oh, nothing, sir. Please ignore my rambling. Anyway, I'll be glad to continue supporting you while you work on your mission. Thank you for your hard work and effort, and I look forward to hearing back from you, sir.
What the hell was all that about, Scott? What are you doing?
What? What do you mean, what am I doing? I threw beer on you as a form of celebration, of course. What, can't you take a little joke, John? Haven't you watched the baseball games and whatnot? Every time they have a win, the players will all throw champagne on each other. Same thing. I mean, I know I said something else earlier, but I decided that I would be the bigger man of the two of us and, cheer for your arrival to this company. You must have been having a blast. Come on, be honest with me, John. You were so excited and happy to have me cheering for you, right? You don't have to hide it from me, I understand.
Are you not embarrassed at all for acting like a child in front of all the other employees? I mean, seriously, you're behaving like some kind of elementary schooler who doesn't like someone, so you bully them.
What? You want to talk trash to me? You should be the one that's embarrassed, John. You're the one that joined this company instead of going to college to get an actual education. Look, the point of the matter is that I cheered you on while you were just some uneducated loser with no qualifications at all. I think if anything, the other employees must have really grown to respect me considering I had the kindness to celebrate your arrival.
Yeah, I don't think so. If we were both looking at the same thing, it definitely looked more like everyone was pretty uncomfortable from what you did.
You can say whatever you want to. It doesn't matter to me anyway. I don't care what everyone thinks about me. I'm just gonna be leaving this crappy company anyway.
Huh? You're already gonna quit this company? You haven't been here that long, have you?
Oh yeah, I don't like this company anyway. It's not enough. I need to go to a company that's actually more suited for me. I'm sure the upper corporate executives will try and stop me, but I gotta do what I gotta do. It's my life, so I'm gonna live my life the way I want to without having people tell me what to do.
Ah, I see. So you're trying to run away before you get caught red-handed for everything you've done, is that what it is?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself about something.
Honestly, dude, I really think it's in your best interest for you to just quit your job too. You shouldn't stick around too long. I don't think you'll be able to keep up with all the work that's being done around here considering how inexperienced and uneducated you are here.
Yeah, this company where we employ people who are childish and immature, willing to pour beer on newly hired employees? I don't know about that, buddy. I don't think that a company who has you in their employ is necessarily a very high-class corporation.
What? Immature and childish? I don't want to hear you telling me about that. Did you really think that I would have welcomed you on board when I'm such a high-class, top-of-the-level elite college grad, and you're just a low high school graduate? I seriously cannot stop laughing when I remember your goofy ass covered in beer and being all stinky and smelly.
You know, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm your boss.
Huh? What?
I'm not sure I can hold this back anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and explain everything to you, okay? I'm not some random new hire for the company. Maybe that's what everyone has been led to believe, but I've actually been contracted to become the next vice president for the company a few years ago. Unfortunately, the previous vice president couldn't finish off his business before my contract started, so my residency has been off-put slightly.
What? You telling me that you're the vice president? You? I mean, I did hear about the potential new vice president coming into the company. That part I know is true. You must be delusional if you think a high school grad like you is gonna be the next vice president for a company of this scale. Besides, you were literally introduced to everyone in the company as a new hire. They would never introduce you as a new hire if you were gonna be the next vice president, you freaking idiot.
You know, I'm just gonna be frank with you. That whole thing was just a lie.
What do you mean it was a lie? What about the new company welcoming party, yeah? Was that just a lie too? You really need to cut back on all the drinking and paint fume huffing, buddy. You're seriously losing it. Imagine some 20-something-year-old high school graduate becoming the next vice president, huh? You're just nuts.
Oh yeah, that was also a lie, you know? I actually attended a college in the States.
Wait, what?
I said I actually attended college in the States and skipped a couple years. After I graduated early, I started working in America where I worked for a little while. And the company that I was working at actually signed a contract with the company that you're working for right now. I know, what a small world, right? So that was just my foot in the door. And then after that, I was scouted as a vice president by this company. I was really interested in the company to begin with, so I had no qualms working here.
Yeah, whatever. You really should go and get an MRI at the hospital or something. You must have hit your head too hard or something.
If you think I'm lying, why don't you just talk to the section chief?
Yeah? You sure you want to do that, though? I'm seriously going to ask him what's going on. You really don't want to just accept that you're lying? Alright, give me a second, you idiot. I'm gonna go look for him. So, after checking in with him, it sounds like you really are the vice president of this company, huh? I believe you. Damn it, this is totally not fair! You really tricked my ass, didn't you?
You know, for someone who just figured out they're talking to the actual vice president of the company, you don't seem to have changed your attitude at all.
I'm gonna quit this company anyway. You remember what I was saying? I guess you're still pretty stupid, huh? There's literally no reason for me to actually sit here and pretend like I respect you when I clearly don't.
I thought that you were some top-of-the-class elite worker. Are you sure you're just gonna let things go like that without considering the rippling effect you might have on things down the line? I mean, you're literally talking to the vice president of the top-of-the-line corporation within the nation. You keep it up. You know what might happen to you, huh? You might find it awfully difficult to find a new job at any company in this area of expertise, huh?
Huh? Oh, is that really true, sir? I'm sorry, I wasn't aware.
I mean, I'm not saying that that sort of thing will happen for sure, 100%, but if you really are an invaluable employee working at this company, then you wouldn't just lose your mind right now and start getting mad at me when you're the one who was clearly at fault for the whole interaction.
Oh, yeah, let me explain. It wasn't exactly like I was getting mad at you, per se.
It's really too late for you. This whole story will be spread far and wide to every corner of every inch of the industry. And you deserve it. You realize that almost every employee that attended that party saw you pour all that beer on me, right? And that's putting it nicely. You actually threw that beer on me from halfway across the room. I don't think there's a single corporation that would be willing to hire you at all. You're just a huge liability. A lawsuit waiting to happen.
But no! Come on, I understand now. I won't quit this company anymore. I promise to do better working for this wonderful company.
I'm sorry, but I don't want trash like you working for my company. I need you to pack your shit and get the hell out ASAP. Are we clear with each other?
What? You're gonna fire me? After all I've done for this company?
Hey man, you were already planning on quitting, right? This just expedites the process and makes you not have to make the decision. I've just made the decision for you. Like I said earlier, you need to pack your things and leave by the end of this business day. Do you understand me? Don't make me say this again.
Wait, hang on, no. Just hang on 1 second. I need to work this job, please don't do this to me. At least let me know what I should do for my next position. I can't just look for another position if you're gonna make me look bad in front of everyone.
If you don't pick and choose, then you should really have no issue finding another job real quick.
Wait, hang on just a second. I don't understand what's going on right now. What the hell? Besides, why would you even pretend to be the new employee? You're literally the vice president. Why are you...
I asked the corporate employees and asked them to let me pretend to be a new hire, just to see how things were going. I wanted to pretend to be a new hire so that I could get close to a certain employee who we suspect is guilty of certain things.
Certain suspicions? Which are...
Yeah, let me elaborate. There's this employee named Scott that is apparently suspected to be embezzling company money.
Wait, what? Embezzlement money? I'm sorry, sir. I'm not following where this is going.
Just tell me the truth, Scott. You've been making fraudulent receipts and submitting them to accounting to take several tens of thousands of dollars from the company, no? I can just call the police right now, but I wanted to give you a chance. They'll take you away in a heartbeat with the amount of evidence I've been able to gather on everything.
I haven't done any of that. I promise I didn't do that. I would never do such a thing.
I'll tell you what, Scott, how's this then? If you just admit to the embezzling of company money, then I'll take back the whole thing with you getting fired or me spreading the news about your beer incident within the industry. If you consider that, I'm not gonna do any of the things that I said I would. Then this really is a sweet deal for you.
What? Are you being serious right now, or are you just messing with me again?
Yeah, if you just admit the embezzlement of corporate money and submit proof that you definitely did it on your own without my help. If you do that, you won't be fired. You won't have to worry about being out of a job and being unemployed. You should be happy about that. You should be able to go see your dearly beloved Rachel again.
You know about Rachel already? How did you know about her in the nightclubs?
Yeah, of course, just like I said. There's more than enough evidence for you to be found out. It won't take too long for me to find more evidence of your embezzlement. Just think about it, my guy. Just admit that you've done everything wrong. You'll feel much better about everything, okay?
Okay, fine, okay, I did it. I'm so sorry for that, but it was me. I did take out some extra cash from the company by making fake receipts and sending them to the accounting. I had so many loans that I was just up to my neck in loans and I didn't know what else to do. Rachel said that she wanted to go on a boat trip or something, and then she said that she wanted to get a necklace, and it just never stopped. I just had to keep on buying her things.
You know, you should really be ashamed of yourself and all of the mistakes that you've made, rather than trying to make fun of someone who hasn't had the opportunity to go to a higher teaching institution like you. I'm sorry to break this to you, Scott, but you're definitely fired. You're gonna have to leave this company by the end of the day.
Wait, what?
Did you really think that I could keep someone who's embezzling corporate money around in the company? I would never allow such a thing to happen in my offices. You're finally free now, so I need you to get the hell out of the office. Do you understand me? Please do not make me say this another time.
No, wait, hang on. You just promised me a second ago that you wouldn't do that, though. You wouldn't do such a thing to break a promise, would you? That's not okay! You said that if I were to tell you the truth about everything, then you would forgive me, man!
I'm sorry, I know what I said and that I'm breaking my promise, but this was the only way that I could get you to talk. I really cannot handle your attitude at all. I tried to be patient, but I just didn't have enough patience. I didn't have any kind of actual evidence that you did it, but alas, I let myself get found out as the vice president of the company.
What? Why would someone who isn't that clever like that actually be a part of an undercover operation like this?
You know, with regards to that, I actually kind of agree with you. I was just having a little fun to spice up my daily life is all. Sorry about that.
Wait, but that's not okay! You can't just pull this kind of stunt on me! I'm sure that this wouldn't work in the court of law, right? Lying and deceiving someone to do this, to try and make someone confess like that, it just wouldn't be something that you should do! It's not okay!
I didn't want to do this either, but you really didn't leave me any choice. You covered your tracks well, so I had to do what I had to do. I actually hate when people don't do things the right way. So I will do everything that I need to make sure that I make things right.
Damn it! Damn it!
By the way, about the whole beer thing. The suit I was wearing while you decided it would be funny to throw beer at me? It was a specially tailored $5,000 suit. I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna pay me for that as well. Just a heads up. I can't wear that suit anymore because it literally reeks of booze. So make sure you pay me for that. Oh, and one more thing. I'm gonna be suing you for defamation charges. You did throw beer on me in front of all my employees.
Wait, hang on, please. I already have so many loans taken out right now for everything I wanted to pay for. I can't pay for damages in your suit. I just don't have that kind of financial power right now. I'm sure to someone who's the vice president of the company this big, it's just a drop in the pond, right?
So you want me to just let that go for you? Pretend it never happened? I hate letting things go, Scott. I don't like when people do wrong things and get away with it. If you make a mistake, then you need to pay the price and fix everything that's wrong.
But if I leave this department, then this department will fall apart. This department needs me.
Oh, don't worry about that. I already spoke to a lot of the other employees in the department. They all said that you were just a drag and they would be perfectly fine without you. You really were despised among all of your coworkers. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
What? But what? That's not possible. How could they dislike me? I thought we all really got along.
I think you need to think to yourself and figure it out. If you just think real hard, you might figure it out. You should be able to think of a few reasons that someone might dislike you. You're a working class adult. After he figured out that there was no one left in the office that would take his side, he decided that it was about time for him to leave the company and left on his own will. In addition to the embezzlement charges, he was also charged with harassment of his employees, inappropriate behavior, and also unnecessary and demeaning acts of assault in a public location. He was forced to pay an ungodly amount of damages. Like he had mentioned, he was already drowning in debt and being sued. He had too many payments to make. To make things wrong, the industry has been made of all of his wrongdoings and terrible rumors. He was barely even able to live a regular life anymore. He was struggling extremely hard. He eventually went to the girl at the nightclub, Rachel, to help him out. But of course, we all know how that ended. She quit the club and disappeared on him, never to be found again. He ran out of places where he could speak his mind, so he had to go home and just be a shut-in for the rest of his days. I, on the other hand, have been working tirelessly as vice president of the company. I use this whole thing as a training lesson for my right-hand man, Gary, to work hard together. Gary and I both are going to be on high alert for any kind of bad working environments and relationships.